Basically was presented the opportunity to do music at a very young age. Found out in the process of doing it how much it meant to me. I'm only finding out now how big and integral of a part of my life it's actually become and influenced me. I started playing piano at age 4, classical. Began composing at the age of 5 and won my first composition competition then. I got my bachelor's of piano performance and improvisation from New England Conservatory of Music in Boston. I was surrounded by some of the greatest musicians in the world. After college, I headed to Los Angeles, where I could make a living. When I got to LA, I had nowhere to live, no job, and about $2,000 on me. I was playing with a bunch of bands, and I came across Colby Calais, recorded on her first record, and we toured that for a year. It went platinum. We were touring with Lifehouse and the Goo Goo Dolls. My whole life, I had wanted to be in Rolling Stone magazine and have a platinum record and tour all over the world and make good money, live that life. When I was 25, I accomplished that. The experience is kind of like being finally getting to the top of a mountain that you've been trying to climb. From that perspective, I could only see taller mountains that I wanted to climb, and I realized my creative drive was dying inside from playing the same set over and over, and while it was wonderful and an amazing experience, I had to get back into the studio. I produced Tim Fagan, who won a Grammy in 2010 for writing the Jason Mraz and Colby Calais song Lucky. I met Jordan Passman, who was starting a company called Score a Score, and we were working with Disney at the time, and started my own company, Charbeneau Music. When I'm working with an artist or a singer or another musician, usually what I'm looking for initially is some sort of strength that they have where I have a weakness or I may not be so strong. There's a deeper level of every song beyond being able to write chords and melodies and put lyrics together that is kind of the unexplainable thing that differentiates between great musicians and people who make music. Whenever you're creating something, if you can't own the idea and live in it fully, then you're never able to, as a performer, get it out, or as a writer or as a player, really perform that part or execute the vocal correctly. It'll never sound perfect. Doing music licensing and placement work is a lot of translation. One of the most interesting things about doing placement work is that it puts you in a box immediately as far as what kind of music you're making, whether it's 30 seconds or 90 seconds, depending on the ad. A lot of the content that we create here is with the idea of the song in mind, with the idea of creating something that has moments, that has something instilled in it that could be used for a placement, and then licensing those out in accordance with where they should be put. Charbeneau Music is run as a collective. Here we write, produce, create all sorts of content for any use, whether it be for film, for trailers, for television, for commercials, for video games. There are over 40 different artists, writers, singers, and players that come through the doors that are utilized for their specific talents and skills in order to create the content that's needed by different clients. The power of music to communicate, influence, and enhance our experiences in the world should demand from its creators an understanding of music that's comprehensive, wise, and omniscient. Our collective of musicians, composers, artists, and producers, they each bring their distinctive talent or their discipline, their professional experience, whatever it is they utilize to the creative process. What we do is we curate the content to specifically enhance the experience it's being created for. This way, the final product, whatever we hand over to the client, it has the most impactful, efficient, and resounding effect.